In the heart of Muntinlupa City, a large piece of land is home to thousands of Filipinos who have broken the law. This is the new Bilibid prison, or NBP. It's not just any prison, it's the biggest and main prison in the whole Philippines. Its walls have seen many stories of regret, hope, and even problems. It was built to be a place where prisoners could change their lives, but over time, it also became a symbol of big problems in our country's justice system. Let's take a peek at the secrets behind its tall walls. The history of New Bilibid Prison started during the American times. The first prison, called Old Bilibid Prison Cárcel y Presidio Correccional, was in Manila. But as the number of people grew, it became too crowded and not good for helping people get better. So, in 1936, they decided to build a new and bigger place in a faraway spot. The chosen spot was a large piece of land in Muntinlupa, which back then was thought to be far from cities. The move was finished in 1940. Narrator, the new Bilibid prison is really big. Narrator, it covers over 551 hectares, an area like a small town. Narrator, because it's so big, it's the main place for the Bureau of Corrections, or Bucor. Narrator, this is where male prisoners who are sentenced to more than 3 years in jail from all over the country are brought. Narrator, because of this, NBP has the largest number of prisoners, or persons deprived of liberty. Narrator, its main job is not just to keep them locked up, narrator, but also to give them programs to help them get better so they can be ready to go back to society. Narrator, but what makes Bilibid different from other prisons? Narrator, its size and the number of people there have caused situations that are hard to imagine happening inside a prison. Narrator, because there are so many people, a whole system and way of life have grown inside. Narrator, there are leaders or mayors in each group who have a lot of power. Narrator, reports about special things happening inside. Narrator, simple businesses. Narrator, big operations. Narrator, show that life in Bilibid is more complicated than many of us think. Narrator, it's truly a world within a world. Narrator, it's clear that one of the biggest problems inside New Bilibid prison is the widespread illegal drug trade. Narrator, in investigations by the authorities, it was found that it's not just selling that happens here. Narrator, there are reports saying that some parts of the prison even became places for making shabu. Narrator, high-profile prisoners, using their money and connections, manage to keep their illegal operations going even while they're locked up. Narrator, deals are made using cell phones. Narrator, other tech is used too. Narrator, this shows how deep the security problem is inside. Narrator, aside from drugs, NBP has also become a center for different kinds of businesses run by prisoners. Narrator, some set up their own convenience stores. Narrator, others run restaurants. Narrator, others run barber shops. Narrator, money flows freely inside. Narrator, rich and powerful prisoners can live almost as if they're outside. They can build private rooms with air conditioning, they buy expensive furniture, and they acquire other luxuries. This system shows a big gap between regular prisoners and the so-called VIP inmates, who seem to be able to buy comfort and power inside the prison. Life in Bilibid also has its fun, especially for those who can pay. There are times when big parties are held inside, complete with loud music, food is served, and even alcoholic drinks. These gatherings often happen in the private rooms of high-profile prisoners, far from the eyes of regular guards. Having alcohol and parties inside a maximum security compound is a big slap in the face to the system. It shows possible corruption among some prison staff who allow these things in exchange for money. Another surprising truth about Bilibid is the visits from famous people and performers. Reports and videos have come out showing well-known singers, bands have performed, and even sexy dancers at private gatherings inside. These events are usually for a powerful prisoner's birthday or a special occasion. This shows that money and influence can open even Bilibid's iron bars for entertainment. Such scenes further strengthen Bilibid's image as a place where rules can be broken. The new Bilibid prison is run by the Bureau of Corrections, or Bucor, an agency under the Department of Justice. Their job is to keep the place safe. But over the years, Bucor has faced many problems and arguments. Claims of corruption, simple bribery, big illegal deals inside, repeated raids, or Oplan Galugad. uncover illegal items, but they never seem to run out. Keeping a place as big as Bilibid safe is a huge challenge. The number of guards isn't enough for thousands of prisoners, leading to a ratio that's almost impossible to be effective. By standards, there should be 1 guard for every 7 prisoners. But in Bilibid, the ratio goes up to 1 guard for hundreds of prisoners. Because of this, guards just rely on gang leaders or groups to keep order in their own areas. This system, while practical, gives power to the prisoners themselves. Overpopulation or too many people is one of NBP's worst problems. The place, built for only about 8,000 prisoners, is currently home to almost 3 times that number. The severe crowding causes many problems, including the quick spread of sickness, not enough food and water. The challenges NBP faces are deep and complicated. A culture of corruption is said to be deeply rooted in the system. It's hard to break. Not enough money, not enough facilities, not enough staff. These issues won't be solved just by repeated raids or by changing officials. It needs a full plan that deals with root causes, from the justice system to the social conditions that push people to crime. New Bilibid prison remains an important part of the justice system in the Philippines. It's still the main place for convicted criminals in the country. Anything that happens inside has a direct effect on public safety. If illegal operations continue inside, their bad effects still get out and impact our communities. That's why fixing Bilibid isn't just a prison management issue, but a national security issue. Plans for change are suggested again and again. One of the main ideas is to decentralize, or move prisoners to smaller regional prisons. The goal is to lessen overcrowding in NBP and make the system easier to manage. There are also plans to move the whole prison to a new spot, like LAR, Nueva Ecija, to build a more modern, safer prison. However, these plans need a lot of money and strong political will to actually happen. As long as New Bilibid prison stays in Muntinlupa, its stories will remain. Stories of failure, but sometimes stories of hope. For every prisoner hoping to change, and for every honest staff member trying to do what's right, there is hope the national prison will become a place of rehabilitation and not controversy. The path to change is long and hard, but it's a challenge the whole country must face. Because justice doesn't end with a verdict, it continues behind bars.